Okay, so getting ready to do my YouTube video on ceiling coax connectors, I went to the ARRL to see what they had to offer. And then in their On the Air magazine, I found an article about their recommendation on how to do it. And in the process of doing that, I found some things that I found interesting. First of all, the pictures in this magazine are gorgeous, as they are in QST. Absolutely phenomenal. Um, Comments were made in, uh, I guess this would be from the editor, where she refers to um, dots and dashes, and I explain why I don't think that's a good idea. It's always should be dits and daws, and well, that sounds like not much. Again, the photos in here are just phenomenal, like this guy with his handheld, and it's snowing, and there's that's just a great picture. Um, Even the ads are good. One from DX Engineering. Pictures of the keys, but let's get to the point of what I found. There's an interesting article on propagation, and so here was the protecting your coax cable connections, and there were a bunch of things that I didn't like in the article. One was they called that connector a barrel connector appeal to, and it's not appeal 258. That's a bulkhead connector, and there were a bunch of other things that I didn't like much. Anyway, to the article that caught my attention, I was on this page and I saw this one, which was finding a ham radio mentor on YouTube. And so here are popular YouTube channels, product reviews, and operating tips. Antenna Man. So let's click on Antenna Man and see what comes up.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler, the Antenna Man. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. If you're a first-time cord cutter, feel free to check out my videos which feature antenna reviews, DVR reviews, reception tips, and other important cord cutting related information. You can also sign up for an antenna recommendation from me on my website at antennamanpa.com. If my videos have helped you gain better reception, be sure to share them with friends and family members. That way, more people can truly cut the cord and experience.
Okay, so this guy's got a huge following, to almost 200,000 subscribers. I did go to the box and fill in, let's do that now, ham radio. Radio Shack still exists. Analog TV stations, digital, Franken FM radio. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, so the ARRL's number one website for information is, so the ARRL's number one pick of ham radio mentors is a guy named the Antenna Man, who has nothing to do with ham radio antennas, nothing to do with amateur radio. As I said earlier, somebody needs to proofread this magazine. Okay, so there's also this one that got my attention because I didn't recognize it at all. Good Game Ham Radio Operating and Outdoors. So let's click on this one. That the ARRL has picked as a reference. So that's what's here. Again, this has nothing to do with amateur radio. I know what it looks like, and that's probably what it is. So let me just leave it there. Go back to where I was at, not to beat that to death. Obviously it wasn't proofed. Nobody looked at it. The fact that when you click on two of the links, you go to one place where it's a guy, I don't know what that's about, and I don't want to know. And the other one, the Antenna Man, their number one pick. Well, it sounds good. Apparently, nobody bothered to look at it because it's a site about TV antennas and looks like he might be a TV installer. And some of his stuff was interesting. I didn't agree with using number 10 wire to ground an antenna, but that's another story. Anyway, and then this article that had some things in it that weren't quite right. So I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. Somebody needs to proofread these magazines before they're published, and clearly that's not happening. Nobody bothered to check, to click on those links to see where they went or to see that they were accurate. And there are areas where punctuation is kind of funny, and there's other stuff. Anyway, I guess I'm back to where I was in a prior YouTube video, and ARRL, is that really the best you can do? I'm Jim, W6LG. If you have not subscribed, please do that. I'm trying to build my subscriber base, and by way of explanation, I'll cover the medical issues in an upcoming video. 73 from Jim, W6LG in Rockland, California. Thanks for watching and listening, and take a look at this magazine. There are some good articles in here. Some you'll find interesting, and just sort of overlook the mistakes.